Hi, I'm James Williams and this is Chimes Media. Right, just reporting the day after the Day for Freedom March in London. Lots of activities. This poor little camera couldn't get everything in, got as much as we could in, but there were tons of people with smartphones and cameras. It was well covered, and the inevitable Antifa turned up, but fortunately for me, I managed to stay rather safe from them. I went past one street in the march I took part in, and they were down a side road shouting, Nazi scum, get off our streets. That's their usual bright brainless zombie chant. And I took the trouble of talking to quite a lot of people, listening to a lot more people, I would say, to get a flavour of the type of people that were going to attend this march, from Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner, down to outside of the Downing Street itself. And there was a mixture of young and old, different political spectrums. There are different things that people didn't agree with, but one thing they did unite on, and that's freedom of speech. And it's interesting how the media refer to the march as far right. I'm not associated with any far right group, and from what I gather from the other people I listened to, neither are they. They had a common interest. There's a freedom of speech attack going on, a sustained one at the moment. Now, I just wanted to bring up something on Antifa, because this morning I got a text from one of my colleagues' associates, and they do their own little bit of footage, so they'll put their own stuff out. But this was this morning, and they started off. There's a guy called Rod, right? And he said, I had no one home to watch me, so spent the night in the hospital. I'm off to bed soon, as I did not sleep a wink, so please don't ring me now. So I thought, what on earth is he talking about? Because I don't know what he was doing. I saw him at the march, and I didn't march with him a lot. We saw each other and that was it. Next thing you know, he's in the hospital. What's that for? He basically goes on to explain, the five of us, obviously there were five of them, barely put our beers on the table at the Penderels Oak when Antifa smacked Tom's camera out of his hand and started with Richie. I smacked some faces back too. Now, the Penderels Oak is in High Holborn in London. I don't know the place, I'm not a Londoner, but looks at it as a nice pub. Obviously it wasn't so nice when Antifa showed up. It goes on to say, we were well outnumbered. They were smashing glasses at us too. I have a little broken bone in my hand below my pinky called a scrapper's fracture. So he did fight back. They're outnumbered. But, this is it. You think, well, I'll go for a nice quiet beer. And it was nice hot weather, so it's nice to drown the thirst a bit with a hot beer, with a cold beer, of course. And then this happens, unexpectedly. I'm sure they didn't invite that. He said he also had a small concussion from having been punched in the head a number of times under a pile of guys. I did get back up though, and Richie was bleeding but fought bloody well. Jordan got my phone back, thank you sir. Richie has some of them on film. And then it's a case of he sent text to all the important people manually, because not everyone can read all the emails. Anyway, that's something else. The police did come. So there you go. So that was after the event. It's all calming down, and they go for a nice beer and get attacked just like that. Well, I'll be sifting through the material that I filmed. It's just basically getting a smattering of what happened. And like I say, the event was well covered. But if you'd like to support this channel, then go to Chimes Media, the website, or contribute on Patreon. We do need some support. Everyone wants money for whatever, but I'd like to see more people. And in fact, it's very encouraging seeing so many people with their own video cameras and and phones filming everything. It was a good day, and it was very, very cordial and good natured. It was a festival type atmosphere, I would say, and it's ridiculous calling people like that Nazis. It does make you wonder what sort of mentality the Antifa members have to call ordinary people, with little kids as well, Nazis. Until next time, take care of yourself.